What is up guys, it's Daz and welcome back to episode number 2 of the Port Vale Career Mode here on FIFA 21. Today I've played 2 games of the pre-season friendlies and I'm basically just going to share the highlights. I'm in a rush this time, so that's why it is me talking over it rather than me actually talking while I was playing. So first game was against a Polish team. Tom Pope there getting through, just firing it wide, and then brilliant ball proved by Pope to Rodney. Dante Rodney just smashes it in the back of the net in the 11th minute, which made it 1-0 to the Vale. We had quite a few chances before this, but none of them were nothing to really shout about apart from that Tom Pope one, which just snuck past the post. Defender slid in and just made a balls up of it, and Rodney just finished it in the back of the net. Then a move knocked it into Taylor, who played it through to Rodney, but the Vale tried to cut it out, and then Pope chased the keeper. The keeper just stopped running, which was a very strange one, and then Tom Pope just tripped him like he does. It was a very, very cheeky finish, and luckily we had a 2-0 lead going into half time, which gave a bit of breathing room, but just how the keeper stopped when he was actually closer to the ball than my player was, which was a bit crazy really. Into the second half, the opposition had a few good chances, so they were trying to make a chance here, and then we managed to get clear of this one, managed to get a good counter attack. Conlon was running and Cullen made a good stop there to make sure he was onside, and then carried it into the bottom left hand corner to make it 3-0 on 73 minutes. There wasn't really many chances in this game, so there isn't that much to really show you, but with the shots we had and the goals we scored, it was pretty good performance from the lads. And then in the 75th minute, Cullen ran through and knocked the ball through for Dante Rodney, who had loads of space in front of him, but then found David and Mir at the back post, who slotted it in to make it 4-0 and make the result look a lot more easier than it actually was. But I thought the gameplay was a bit too easy for me, so in the next game I did bump up the difficulty, and I also had a bit of a rotated squad in the next game, just so a few players had some rest. But we had an extra chance actually. Forgot about this one. Rodney knocked the ball over to Cullen, who was through on goal, and he had a shot and it was just narrowly wide, which is absolutely good. So yeah, we had another chance here as well. I'm missing so many chances here. Cullen tried to get over to a Moo, which didn't make it, but Wald managed to get there. Dante Rodney knocked the ball through. We could have sweated it, but we had another shot on goal, and the goalkeeper saved it once again. We had so many chances. It could have been 6 or 7-0 really, rather than 4. And then Nathan Smith had a thunderous header reflect off the bar, which was really unlucky. Dante Rodney was through here again. He had another shot and he just went wide. It was agonisingly close. But at the end of this game, we did have it was a solid result. Just as we thought they were going to get a consolation here, the ref decided to blow the whistle, and a 4-0 win it was. Could have been 6 or 7, as I said, but the result was flattering for the performance really. And then we entered a deal against Maddenburg with the rotated squad, as I said earlier on. We made 10 changes from the first game, and it was 9 changes from the previous game, which was Wall and Smith staying in. And we were dominated, to be fair. The defence was absolutely abysmal here, just couldn't get a tackle in, and luckily Dino Vesta was able to collect that one. And then he came back again in the 16th minute. He was Grobbler with the shot, and he just snuck wide. We're letting them play the ball around at the back here, and Brisley just went wandering and couldn't have a clue where he was going. But somehow, from this, we managed to not concede with all these chances, all the blocks and all that. Awful clearance there by Zach Mills. Just could not get rid of it at all. But then we managed to. Cullen then tried to make something happen. Just couldn't get towards McCurdy. Came back at us. And Grobler got the ball here. Knocked it over to Sliskovic. Knocked it back. And just defence were nowhere. And they managed to grab the opening goal in the 52nd minute. It was absolutely awful defending. And I think on this game I am pretty decent at defending, but it just fell apart here. And Dino Vista couldn't really do much to stop that. Near enough straight from kick-off as well. We had a chance. Cullen knocked the ball through to David Worrell, who whipped it in, and then Cullen was there to meet it and make it 1-1. Near enough immediately after the goal, which sent us 1-0 down. It was nice play from the kick-off. Just tried to keep the ball far as away as possible from the defence. And yeah, David Worrell once again with another great assist. I can't remember how many assists he's had in this save so far, but he's got quite a few. And Cullen's there getting his body on the line. And then once again, immediately from kick-off, they came back at us. Muller knocked the ball through here, and he just managed to skim the defence and didn't invest it. I don't know what he was doing, but the ball went over him. And yeah, we were 2-1 down, which wasn't very good at all. And then we managed to get I think this is a goal back here. Robinson knocked the ball through for Cullen, and then this volley, poof, thunderous into the top corner. A chip through ball followed by a volley is OP in this game. So I was like, oh, let's give it a try, and that's exactly what I did. Just knocked the ball over Matthias Robinson. Cullen was there, and he just fired that into the top right hand corner. Made it 2-2 and made the game a lot more interesting. And that was the last bit of action he had before I brought on Tom Pope. And then Maderberg came back at us. He had a brilliant chance here to get a goal, but he just blundered it really. And yeah, Blitzer's near enough the last kick of the game now. Gearkeeper fires it up. Robinson got the ball here, tried to get the ball through to Pope, and he just couldn't get the shot away at all, which was rather annoying because I could have just settled the game there, but ended up being a 2-2 draw. And yeah, that's the end of the highlights. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below if you enjoyed it or not. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.